But you ain't gonna get to be delivered by Dr. York no more than you gonna get to be delivered by Elmer Fudd. But he ain't. You can benefit from the information. You know what I'm saying? Because he has to go out and well, I'll explain that in a few minutes. But let's not be fooled with the mess and all. Dr. York is about as much of a Messiah as this goddamn can right here. Because let me get into this particular science right now. Because too often the groups, even the new Egyptian groups and all, because what we have done is we just replaced the deities with the same Christian model and the same Christian principles. So I got in this discussion with a guy in Charlotte. You know, I think he was a part of Dr. York's group in Charlotte and stuff. So all of a sudden now, he's a new guy. Remember now, Dr. York, same fucking Dr. York, talked shit about him in 1990. Right. Got Tracy talking shit about Dr. Beard. Now all of a sudden he fucking Osiris. Now, first of all, now let's break the game open right now so you motherfuckers know what time it is. That's right. Because I might have been born yesterday, but I stayed up all goddamn night. Now, I don't say nothing because whatever he's doing is positive in the aspect that the nigga ain't running around with Jerry Falwell or all kind of shit like that. All kind of shit like what's your Farrakhan? You understand what I'm saying? So I don't say nothing against the brother or no kind of stuff like that and all, because the simple fact is he ain't sold out totally to the particular point. Everybody got what they got to do to get what they got to do. That's just the means of getting the people to be with the group or whatever the shit he is. And I'll just give you, but I'm going to take the mystique off this shit. So you don't think that fucking asshole got anything to do with you being elevated. Not that motherfucker that I got Christmas albums of the same bastard from 1990. You can come to my house. I got Christmas albums and all that. But I'm from Georgia, so nobody can run that shit on me. That's my Christmas albums, Shake Booty Girls. He had a whole Shake Booty Girl club in 1990 and all that shit there. He got disco albums out and all that there. So what I'm trying to say here is it's a good organization based on the information, but you got to understand what's going on so you can understand this, so you get the mystique off of it. And then you can use the material for what you need to use the material to. But you ain't going to get to be delivered by Dr. York no more than you're going to get to be delivered by Elmer Fudd. But he ain't. You can benefit from the information. You know what I'm saying? Because he has to go out and well, I'll explain that in a few minutes. But let's not be fooled with the mess and all. Dr. York is about as much of a Messiah as this goddamn can right here. You can challenge me on what the fuck I know, because I know all about it. And why? Because I know motherfuckers who write the books. You see, when you start dealing with some shit, what it is a lot of people, you all just fall in it because you just think this shit just happened yesterday. He's been out for years. You see, he old news back east. You see what I'm saying? In New York, you can't run that shit at all, because them motherfuckers knew about Dr. York for years. And shit. So that's one thing and all. But my point here is positive on the aspect is, it's like when the brother Clemson Brown, who's been to Hemmitt about 15 times, like he said, and he said, yeah, but he said a certain energy you get when you go to the pyramids. He said he got the same energy when he went out there to eating. Same force that you get, he got the same energy and stuff when he went out there and eating and stuff. And the government is forcing him to sell it because it's for sale now. And stuff like that also. So there is but my point here is, it's not that he got a couple of 1,600 books or whatever. The mystery here is Dr. York didn't write all those books. There's a writing team, and basically what they do is they go out and they get all these metaphysical books, or they get any religious book and stuff, and they go out and they reword the stuff and they change it and they print the stuff just like you put together a newspaper. And they attribute it to Dr. York. Dr. York didn't write all those particular books. Dr. York is mainly Islamic and basically Hebrew. He didn't even get into the Hemmitt shit until 1995. Because what happened was in 1990, it was all the Islamic Hebrew thing. Then he did the little Nubic thing where he put the little bicycle on the damn shit. Made his own language and put a little bicycle up there on a little patch or whatever. That was in the whatchamacallit and all. And in so many words, what happened was here is the people started getting away from him because by that time the Afrocentric community had already synthesized this Hemmitt thing. Now remember in his books Leviathan in 1990, he was talking shit. He said the arm was the soul of the devil and all this kind of thing. He was evil. Well, naturally, they can fool some people because he tell the people, well, you know, you all wasn't into that yet. And then I had to take you through religion to bring you to this kind of shit. Oh, well, motherfucker, why is it other motherfuckers was into it?
Right.
Why is it as simple as every black person is into something when they get a certain amount of knowledge and stuff. But prior to the knowledge, the person gonna get delivered to that, oh, you're not into that yet. You know what I'm saying? That's still that they're patronizing you and talking down to you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So the Afrocentric thing is in swing for damn near 10 years before he get into Kemet. But yet, there are other people that are into it yet. I want to know what kind of these are new improved dumbass motherfucking niggas who can't follow the goddamn crowd.
They just don't know, Bobby. They don't read.
But see, what happened was this here. So basically what it is I even met one of the brothers live up in Queens now. But see, up in New York, you can't front that stuff because they was up there for years.
Right.
You know, so one time they had on cowboy outfits. And cowboy hats. They was up in New Brunswick, and they got up with another crew up there and all, and they had a discrepancy, and they had to haul ass from New Brunswick, and all, because there was some stuff about the writing team up there, and I met one of the brothers from, I met one of the brothers, stayed with one of the brothers from the Bronx who used to write the books. And he said, basically, when we wanted, well, you know, they had the Islamic and the Hebrew thing and all that, and had the same artists and all that. Then they said, we need to step up a little. So they said, well, right now, I can't really hit the Kemet thing because I've been talking shit. And he even got a tape where he's talking shit about Dr. Ben and stuff like that, dog, in 1990. So he said, I can't hit the Kemet thing. They said, so what you going to do? He said, well, we're going to deal with the Sumerian thing first. So they went and got the 7 or 8 volumes of Zachariah Fitch's Earth Chronicles. And the brother said, so our job was to get the Zachariah Fitch's Earth Chronicles and reword certain words and stuff so we won't get sued. And we just, you know, we'll put in some stuff and all, and they made the first Sumerian aspect, you see what I'm saying, to, you know, to counter the Camite aspect. Then, when the Camite aspect started getting a little, the Afrocentric thing was in a way for a while, and the Aztec had been out for years and stuff. In 95, they took them all off the street. In New York and Atlanta, back east, the hotbed cities. Took them off the street. And it was off the street. In 95, they started coming back in. The end of 95, it was off the street for a couple of months, maybe to a year. And then boom, they come back out, they all Kemet. You see what I'm saying? They all Kemet. Then they Moors. Then they with the Emperors.
Whatever.
You see what I'm saying? And what you call it, and all this kind of thing. What I'm trying to say here is it's a political organization like any other one. You understand? Like any other one. It's just that I don't openly go out against people when the aspect is he ain't up in this mode. Like damn Farrakhan recently saying, you hear this thing he had to say this day? He said, I'm a Jew, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, and I love Jews. And when he said he loved Jews, he ain't talking about black Hebrews. He said when he said I love Jews, he was talking about the white Jews. Yeah, he said. So this man is sold out totally. So my point here is that yes, you can get the Dr. York stuff, and you can understand the difference between the mystique of some shit about, oh, he said so all these Masons and all. That's bullshit. Half the Prince Hall Masons don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. They don't know who the damn Dr. York is.
That's right.
And all this kind of, so you gotta understand the difference between the mystique of somebody that's playing the whole messianic leadership role compared to just the organization, and you can access the material. But remember now, because he don't give bibliography, that's the kick. So you don't know where it's coming from. But clearly, basically, half the library, half the stuff he got, I got in my library. So I said, oh yeah, he got this from the Message of the Sphinx book. He got this from the Serious Mystery. He got this from this particular. He got this from the Orion Mystery. And half the pictures and photographs. But if you didn't know that, you're a dumbass out there. You think that he wrote all these fucking books.
Right, you think he was
You see what I'm saying? And basically they got a writing team and they just come in and basically gather up the hottest new information and put it into Dr. York format. Understand the political aspect and shit. No different than CBS saying, that's the hot shit. Sign that motherfucker up and get him on the Ed Sullivan show. Understand the damn difference between Hollywood and doing some stuff to keep your shit interesting because black people need to be entertained.
Right. There you go. Right.
And then you got those black people that can't be in anything unless they have a leader to follow them. And he provides that particular aspect. You understand what I'm saying? So understand the difference. There ain't no mystique in the doggone stuff and all. It's not like some... And so my point, the whole planet rich shit. Now, come on now. Now, ain't nobody intergalactic like me. I've been into this UFO stuff for years. You understand what I'm saying? And I will admit, I don't know none of these motherfuckers from these goddamn planets. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know. I don't know none of people from the planets. Yeah, you know. Oh, no, shit, no. So, this what you call a professional Ritz cracker. You know what I'm saying?
That was risky.
Now, I got Barnum, Celestial. You got three volumes of that book too. Something Barnum, Celestial. The 3 volumes of that shit give you the whole map out of the cosmos. Celestial Handbook. You had them in the bottom of your shelf. Barnum Celestial Handbook.
Okay, then.
I guarantee you, some Ritz ain't up in that motherfucker. I'm just saying. Now, someone sort of got an argument. They said, well, you know, brother, you got the judgment scene that went down in Kenneth. And they waited hard and said, man, you taking the Bible scene, which is a degradation and a deterioration of the ancient knowledge, and you are now looking and you go back to Kenneth and you say the damn judgment scene. It's ludicrous to think that a million assholes is going to get judged by some fella and a goddamn heart. I'm thinking these motherfuckers built the pyramid. You got to come up with a better bullshit than that. You know what I'm saying? But the story was not talking about, no. See, are we all in the kingdom? No, they got 4,700 laws of Maya, 47 negative confessions. Some people say 142, 47 laws of Maya, the admirations of Maya, and you had to recite these things. I'm like, now, come on, man, this is some dumb ass shit right here.
Right.
So he come up and say, I have not done this and I have not done that. There is a deep mystery behind it. Let's break the mystery. Because the brother was saying, well, let me drop this on you, brother, about the 47. I'm looking at this motherfucker like, oh, this nigga found some new shit last week. Now he just got to tell all those people, now we done been through this shit with Dr. Ben. We done been through this African shit for years. You know what I'm saying? We done did the Hemmitt thing. Now all of a sudden some nigga get turned on to Dr. York in 4 days. And now he gonna come up and say, well, let me tell you about it. I'm like, oh God. All because most of the people in the cult think that the person that they turn them on to it, that's the first time they ever heard it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the Christian. He gonna come up to you and tell you about Jesus.
What is that Jesus name?
Oh man. Have you heard the news about Jesus? That's like asking me, have you heard the news about carpet? I'm from the black community. What the fuck are you saying? I grew up with Jesus.
Right.
Hell, Jesus. Jesus be like, goddamn, tell me about this Jesus motherfucker. Jesus like, damn, tell me about this Jesus person. I need to go get saved. Give me one of them wafers in them down. Well, it's a straight juice. You know, that's mind control. Oh, I got the new news. Jesus. So the brother's like, you know, he gonna tell me about some Egyptian shit. I got 500 Book of the Dead I can't read now.
Right.
Because, see, we broke the science on that the wrong way. They said the Book of the Dead is the Egyptian Bible. No, man, that ain't no goddamn Egyptian Bible. That shit ain't nothing but toilet paper, too. The Egyptians had libraries of thousands and thousands of books. That's a damn religion that take one motherfucking book and say this book here is the main book in the universe. That's some shit for thousands of years later. The Egyptians didn't have no one damn book, and the pyramid text was a ritual book. It's based on ritual.
Right.
So it ain't Bitmo, the most sacred book in ancient Kemet than no other one. But when we looking on, because all the early Egyptologists, we follow these white people, they went back and looked and said, well, if the Egyptians are like the Christians, they have a religion, they got to have one single book. And they didn't know that one single book is only 2,000 years old. These people had libraries. You don't go to no goddamn college and say, you got one single book. So they prey on motherfuckers' ignorance. So this nigga come up here and all say, this is his first day in this shit. So he gonna tell me about some fucking Kemet and some 47 damn negative confessions that I learned over 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the 10 Commandments came from this, but they was not talking about it in the same vein as the 10 Commandments. When the initiate used to recite these things, I have not done this and I have not done that. Well, 47 things that you cannot do means in actuality you can't live.
Right.
I mean, you're going to stand in the corner and do like this. I don't want to take this step because I'll be breaking one of these Sumerian men. The shit wasn't about your physical body. The shit was about, I have not done this, I have not done that, I have not done this. Your physical body, they definitely do those things. Because down here in the physical world, if you don't fight, your ass gonna explode. the illusion. Your soul is lying dormant and asleep, the sleeping Buddha. Your soul haven't done those things. Although you flipping backwards and shit, your soul is not to be blamed for it because your soul is dormant and asleep. When they were talking about this shit, they weren't talking about them as people. That's religion. Don't do nothing. Right. That's later. We're taking the later and looking, so we don't know what the thought is because we still got the Christian model in our head. So when they say, I haven't done this, I haven't done that, I haven't done that, they were not talking about the physical body. Check. They were talking about the soul on the inside, which is asleep. It's called a sleeping Buddha. The sleeping God. It cannot be blamed for what you have done because that's not a part of the activity of the illusionary body that is the ego that thinks that it exists, but it doesn't exist. So this is the illusion. The Calvinists was not talking, when they were saying all that shit in the book of the day, that was the process of your soul going through some shit. Not a motherfucking human. A human is only an illusion, like the Egyptians said. You can't get this from Dr. York, because the way he put it, he's the Osiris. You know what I'm saying? He's the Osiris. And now, if black people start saying we believe in Mickey Mouse, he'll have his own version of the Mickey Mouse. Right. He's not a goddamn one. I'm challenging this shit because I know the shit now. Because I know the motherfucker who wrote shit. And Dr. York knows me, so he wants to say some shit and all. Dr. York invited me to be a part of his goddamn program, and he's cool. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was supposed to go down to Eatonton and speak and all the kind of shit here, till I realized what he wanted to do was to have a big day and a big Bobby Hemmitt day. I come down there and they take all these pictures and put them in the book and they say, see, Bobby Hemmitt with us. How they do that shit? They did it to the Empress. How they come down there and all. So he usurps people and shit, you know what I'm saying, and all, and put them in the book and all. Next thing you know, then the people, the Dr. York people like, what the shit, Bobby Hemmitt was taught back down Dr. York. You lying. Here, I got a book right here. And have me all up there with the pyramids and shit, bring them to Dr. York and shit like that. See y'all right here. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, that's all that shit was, you know. Give you a couple other things that's going on. Now, things to watch out for. What time is it?
Nation time.
10:25.
No, it ain't nation time. Fuck nation. That's all them old cliche shit. It ain't no nation time. I don't want nothing to do with no nation with a bunch of goddamn fucked up niggas. Fuck that. It's time to destroy the damn nation. Fuck that.
What nation you talking about?
The nation of demons. Go in there, man. Nation of Godzilla. Shit, I don't even want to be stuck in the bathroom with motherfucking niggas. Let alone on lane or somewhere. Someone rashing it out with bricks with a bunch of motherfucking niggas. Niggas and flies. One spread filth and one spread lies. The more I hang around niggas, the more I like flies. Are you crazy? Hell no, I get to the other dimension. I ain't fucking around with y'all asses. So this is big shit. So they got the Moors. So they got to introduce the people to what the Moors is so they can go after the Moors. That's how you do it. But what you do, you introduce them to it, but see, they don't tell you the history. They're pairing it up with that whole Islamic thing. Right. So you're just thinking that the Moors is just another radical organization like the Al-Qaeda. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then the next thing you know, they say, well, there is a black link. Yeah. In America, the Moors. And the Moors will deal with all kind of political issues. Yeah. That's anti-government. See, this shit works perfect. So they ready, so they get the Moors up, and then you got some clandestine Moors that's in the aspect of this. You always got a bunch of crazy-ass groups. Yeah. You know, it ain't legit that the white man will folks, so they already got some old crazy motherfucking group somewhere. Oh, crazy man. Somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That they can point at to paint the brushstroke to all the Moors. That's what the whole Dr. York thing about. Right. Let me drop this goddamn shit on you, how this shit go down. So you know the game on this bullshit. Okay. This is the game on this bullshit. Whether Dr. York know it or not, that motherfucker part of the system, and it's a game. And this is the game. Understand the game. Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark, and all these major scholars came out in the damn 80s and early 90s dealing with the Kemet shit. It was the intelligentsia was so bad the white boy couldn't touch it. They had the D up, they had the books, and the book white. They said it got so bad till the motherfuckers on college campuses, white professors, Egyptologists folded under pressure. They could not refute that Egypt was black or Kemet was black. And they folded under pressure. The intelligentsia still was too strong for white America, so they say, shut up about it. We don't never put them motherfuckers on TV. We don't never tell them to put them motherfuckers on the paper. And this damn whole phenomenon of Afrocentrism went damn near unscathed. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
They say, because they already know. They say, no, one thing about them niggas now. They go in droves. They go in cycles. Everything, they're faddish people. Some of the shit will die down. They'll have just the longevity of the people is thorough, but all the phenomenon and shit, you know, because we always do things with fad. That's when the preachers and them start wearing African clothes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they said, okay, we're going to do this kind of shit. Then they said, okay, now this is how we're going to roll this shit. Damn, Dr. York come up with his Egyptian shit. Then they start televising him, because he talking about the planet Ritz. I'm from another planet Ritz. You see what I'm saying? So clearly it's cult overtones. You know, that shit is a big time cult. Motherfucker got 100 children. Tell the truth and shame the devil now. Nigga got 100 children, and it was a damn welfare cult too. Let me tell you this, I know all the shit about this shit. See, I ain't talking some shit like this, some new mother. He used to get them sisters. I don't blame him. There's some damn, them motherfuckers doing a pimp game.
I'm telling you.
It's just about the pimp game now. It's about the pimp game. That's
Right.
what it's about. I said, man, the brothers came with that damn fur coat. I said, we got some players coming up here. I said, they going right along with the damn Dionysus shit. I said, so I got a God that these motherfuckers need to follow and shit. They go right along with the player shit. Got the goddamn derby on and shit, looking like Mr. Big. And Mr. Big, goddamn Urban Isley. Come out with Mr. Big. I said, damn, man. I said, the spirit said, that spiritual man. That spiritual shit, we macking up in this motherfucker. That's right, tangerine man. Okay, let's see what time it is. So what he used to do, he used to get the sisters up in there, they go on welfare and they give him the checks. He got a whole empire off that shit. And all this kind of thing. But see, what it is, but the government looking on them, they always try to doggone throw something into the mix. So this was the mix. They said, man, we can't let this shit get to them preachers. We can't let it get on the sophistication of them preachers. So they had to go in. They had to, first of all, they had to take the preachers and they had to revitalize them. So the government pumped money into them and so y'all got to do the prosperity ritual. That way you can get on top of your newly evolved Negroes as economic niggas. Who want to buy the big houses and the big cars. They want to know what the fuck is Jesus into them. So they say, you got to answer. And which is an oxymoron and which is a contradiction because the whole Jesus campaign, the political campaign of Jesus, the one that even took the Roman government, even if it was a political campaign, the story was, it was a damn poor man's campaign. A little young man born in a stable, a young man that's swallowing clothing. The whole thing is based on a poor man campaign. So why the hell you got preachers now buying motherfucking damn DC-10s?
Right.
With 8-button suits on. When they doing the pimp game, they doing the Dionysus shit, they don't even know it.
That's right. Get credit where credit is due.
Give credit where credit is due. So in so many words, even when the motherfuckers thinking the damn doctrine is going against the Dionysus shit, the preachers is doing the real pimp game, the Dionysus shit, and they got their whole stuff out there.
That's right.
Because all pimps must have holes.
That's right.
But anyway, you got the whole pimp game. So let me see, break this thing back by Dr. York. So that whole Afro-Cent thing was so tight, they said, we can't tell them about Dr. Ben and them. And then said that goddamn John Henry Clark is the living embodiment of genius. They should know about him. You know, Wesley snuck a little thing by and he died and all. But I said, we can't tell them motherfuckers about it. The shit too tight. The scholars got this shit too tight. This shit is killing motherfucking crackers on the collegiate realm. And that's their highest shit. But where they front to the world that they are legitimate. By stealing our shit. So they said, be quiet. You know, so when Wesley come out with the Dr. Ritz, with the planet Ritz. So they start, all of a sudden they start showing little sound bites. They start showing this shit on TV. Then this Cox motherfuckers here was straight up Ku Klux Klan organization. They ran a big old story of Dr. York up in there with the Osiris shit. I said, oh, this motherfucker here getting pimped with the Osiris thing. But they ain't said nothing about Dr. Ben and John Henry Clark and Ivan Van Sertima and the whole cadre of scholars.
Yeah.
They won't even put me up in that motherfucker because I was bringing the shit this way. You see what I'm saying? So I said, oh, okay. Now, they started bringing that shit and all. They started showing them all on TV. They had them all over the country. They showing the little thing down in Eatonton. And then they had a nigga like, oh yeah, I believe this from the planet Ritz. I said, okay, well, here's how this shit going now. They got another cup. That's like that Applewhite shit. That motherfucker, the 49 people killed themselves out there. Okay, I know the pimp game. shit the right way. So now, it is a positive thing of motherfuckers building some goddamn pyramids. You understand what I'm saying? Other than that bullshit these preachers is putting past. You know what I'm saying? Dancing for Jesus and rapping for Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So these motherfuckers build a pyramid. I said so, but I said, but see, the white man always some pimp shit. You gotta be real careful. And because what's the name, a little unstable with his little ego thing. You know, damn Dr. York and shit. Still, yeah, it's about follow me.
Right.
Oh, you a God, but you little God. I'm big God. You the little G. I'm the big G. OG. You know how that pimp game goes. You supposed to be God. Then the brother like, yo, man, he said, be God, what the fuck you following him for?
That's right.
Your God is your own particular universe and it's inside of you.
That's right.
So I said, okay, let me see how the pimp game goes. So they know the little ego thing and all, but they can pimp that, the government. So they put him on TV, they teach them, yeah, about the planet Ritz, but the boss said about the planet Ritz. I believe this from the planet Ritz. I said, okay then. All right, I said, see, you don't know. They'll go and they go to the little motherfucker out there and put him on camera. He just all happy because he want to belong to something. So he want to belong to the extraterrestrial goddamn cheese cracker. You know what I'm saying? He want to go to the cheese tidbits. Cheese cracker with a little bit of fucking peanut butter on the side. I said, okay then, I see how the pimp game goes. Let me show you how the game goes based on the way the government does shit. Meanwhile, they saying, man, these motherfuckers have built that intelligence and that scholarship was too tight for the motherfuckers. And if the preacher ever get with it, the shit is over. So what they do here is, all the scholars, the Afrocentric thing kind of died down a little bit. Then they bring Dr. York out there and they start showing that shit. And then what happened was, when it go to the people, it's the dead people, with most of the people, and you start talking about Egypt, they go, oh! I know about that old Egypt shit and a nigga talking about he an alien from the planet Ritz. Bam! Fucking 15 years of goddamn scholarship shot to shit.
Right.
That's how they do the shit. They won't show the Dr. Ben. They'll attribute Hemmitt to Dr. York and the planet Ritz. And then when the black motherfuckers who are dumb, because you got 98% of our people are late to get in this shit, they will go, oh, I know about that Hemmitt shit. That's the old motherfuckers down in Georgia were from the planet Ritz. That's how the shit goes. That's why he gets the airtime.
Okay.
That's how the game goes. You don't know the game on this shit.
Right.
Always look at the bigger picture, how the damn black man will pimp that shit. And what he can't pimp, he said it don't exist.